Welcome back, everybody. We're back together here with another video, and probably the hottest actor out there in the world right now, and I believe he's actually been like that for a while, is Tom Cruise. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Cruise, man, what he did with Top Gun Maverick was absolutely amazing. I really did enjoy that movie. And you know, most movies that come out like 30 years apart, like a sequel, they usually don't do that good. Actually, sequels, for the most part, aren't really good. Why? Because it seems like Hollywood doesn't have any originality, right? What did we actually see in Star Wars: The Force Awakens? A rehash of A New Hope that came out in 1977. No originality. And then, of course, the movies got progressively worse after that, if you ask me. I think it's safe to say that Force Awakens is the best of those three movies, and that movie to me wasn't even good. I like to see fresh new things, and I think Hollywood has been fresh out of ideas. Because for one thing, I don't believe they're pushing story first. They have been pushing agenda first. They're more worried about the color of the skin of the people on screen, race swapping characters. It's kind of ridiculous. But you don't get that with Tom Cruise movies.
No.
One of my favorite. What's your favorite Tom Cruise movie? It's kind of hard to pick one with him because he has so many great ones. I love The Last Samurai.
I like The Last Samurai.
Yeah, I love Interview with the Vampire. These Mission Impossible movies are just tremendous.
Yeah, I like Minority
Report. Yeah, that's a really good movie too.
Yeah.
He's had so many hits. But look here. It says study shows Tom Cruise is America's #1 movie star. To me, that's not really a shocker.
No.
It's not a shocker to me. But one thing that really does stick out to me that is a shocker, they have a list here of the 20 what does it say here? The most interesting actors out there. I believe that's what this actually is. Because Tom Cruise is the top movie star in America. So they're ranking like the top movie stars. Keanu Reeves at 11? That seems really low to me.
Well, for me, it's, Keanu Reeves and Harrison Ford.
Where's Harrison Ford? Oh, he's at 15.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford is 80 years old. He hasn't been acting a whole lot. So, you know, prime Harrison Ford would be right up there at the top. I always thought that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was overrated as an actor. His movies make money, but a lot of his movies I really don't like that much.
No.
Now, Black Adam I thought was okay, but I think it was a bit over the top. Tom Hanks, he's been around a long time. 66. I'm putting Keanu Reeves ahead of him. Will Smith is a pariah out there in Hollywood right now. I don't think nobody really wants to give him work. Julia Roberts, I haven't seen her in too much. Denzel is a legend. Denzel is an absolute legend. Brad Pitt, too. But as of right now, I would actually have Keanu Reeves second to Tom Cruise, even though that last Matrixx movie was terrible.
Yeah.
But that wasn't his fault.
Well, I like Keanu Reeves, like, to put on the second is because, his first movie, I think, is Speed, right? I like that movie.
No, people knew who Keanu Reeves was for Bill and Ted in the 1980s. But he's playing like an airhead. I love the Bill and Ted movies. I do. That's what he was known for. He wasn't. And then he was in Parenthood, where he was essentially playing the same character, really.
Okay.
That was good. Speed really kind of elevated him to that next level in 1994. And then The Matrixx.
I didn't really know him until I watched the movie Speed and then The Matrixx.
You need to see the original two Bill and Ted movies. Oh. He's so good in those movies. It's a comedy. They're comedies.
And then and like on the news, like they talk about, he's like a humble guy.
He is very, very humble.
And you know,
He's probably the nicest guy in Hollywood.
yeah, he's not like arrogant or
No.
ignorant like that, or like he's like, he's not the type of guy that feel like, oh, he's a celebrity, so he has privilege.
Yeah, he's
you
not
know,
telling
and
you
stuff.
how to live your life. He's not one of those kind of celebrities.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you did talk about that. He did went to the Tibet events for support, and China censor him or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
Yeah, and
But
yeah, it's cool. He doesn't.
I mean, this is the kind of guy Keanu Reeves is.
Yeah.
Some people met him, I believe, at a bar or something. They would get married, and they were just chatting with him, and they said, "Hey, drop by later on. We're having a wedding party or something like that." Guess what? He showed up. No, I don't believe many Hollywood celebrities would do that.
Yeah.
But he does that.
And I do like, John Wick movies.
Yeah.
So,
Now look here. A lot of these guys are old. Keanu Reeves, 60. Dwayne Johnson, 50. Tom Hanks, 66. Brad Pitt, 59. Denzel, 68. Julia Roberts, 55. Will Smith, 54. Leonardo DiCaprio, 48. The youngest person on this list is Chris Hemsworth, down at the bottom, who plays Thor, at 39.
the problem is like, I guess like age doesn't really matter as long as, your acting is good.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Cruise is 60, but he's still,
Tom Cruise doesn't look 60 either.
yeah, he's still rocking.
Yeah.
And I still like Harrison Ford, even though, he's, aging, but
He's had a lot of great movies.
yeah, I mean, like the most I like is like in the, Han Solo.
Yeah, Star Wars, yeah. And Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones.
Now my question, Adam Sandler, at 14, when was the last time Adam Sandler really came out with a hit? I mean, he was
Not
pretty
sure.
big. He was pretty big in the 1990s and 2000s, but he's kind of fallen off. Morgan Freeman's 85. Morgan Freeman is still a star. Now, I can tell you an actor that I don't know if he's necessarily retired or not, but he definitely would be on this list. Clint Eastwood at 90 years old. That man putting out movies. That last movie he was in, The Mule, that was really good. That was really good. He would actually be on the list here. But I think that Dwayne Johnson way too high for me. Leonardo DiCaprio, yeah, he's a star still. Johnny Depp, Kevin Hart over Keanu Reeves, that's ridiculous right there.
Yeah.
That's really ridiculous. Kevin Hart, of course, he's a comedian and everything. He ain't bigger than Keanu Reeves.
No.
I'm sorry, he's just not. But look at this also here. And I believe this is why Tom Cruise definitely should be on the top spot here. Look at this. Sony Pictures CEO Tom Rothman on movies. The bigger risk is boring the audience to death with sameness. Doing the same thing over and over and over again. That's why I said like Hollywood for the most part is completely bankrupt. But when it comes to guys like Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves, they ain't doing that. Tom Cruise, his movies definitely aren't giving you the same thing over and over again. Plus, Tom Cruise can play so many different roles. He's played so many different roles. Adam Sandler hasn't been able to do that. Dwayne Johnson, he's an action star, but he was a wrestler, and his acting skills really aren't even on the level to be number 2 to me. Tom Hanks, he's been a legend. Now, Brad Pitt definitely has been a legend, too. I like his movies. Denzel is a chameleon. He can play any type of role. But Hollywood, and it's not necessarily, I guess, the actors' faults. I guess it's like the studios not coming up with new ideas. And that's really been a problem for me right there when it comes to this.
I think for my top list is Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves, and then Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Just
Now,
for me. What about you?
on this list right here,
The first thing?
I would have Tom Cruise 1. I would have Keanu Reeves 2. Number 3, I probably would go with Denzel.
Denzel.
I would go with Denzel.
Where do you put Harrison Ford?
But thing is, Harrison Ford will be way up there, but he isn't making as many movies anymore.
For now.
Now, if this was an all-time list, he'll be right up there at the top. Harrison Ford is that great of an actor. I mean, I love Air Force One. Of course, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and he is so great in Star Wars. He doesn't even like Star Wars. He doesn't. He didn't like playing Han Solo. He wanted George Lucas to kill him off in the second movie. But he's very, very passionate about being Indiana Jones. He said nobody's gonna play Indiana Jones but me. When I die, Indiana Jones dies.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else to say about this? The list isn't bad, but Keanu Reeves is just way too low for me. Just way too low.
Yeah. When you talk about, it does, when you talk about like the article about, the biggest risk is boring the audience to death with sameness. And it's true. Where, what I just think of, when you see Josh Lucas movie, it's different. It's not the same thing.
He tried to do something different in every single movie, and that's why he criticized The Force Awakens. And he came out and he said it. When I make a movie, I'm trying to do something different. There was nothing original about The Force Awakens. There was nothing.
Yeah.
That's the problem with J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams is the ultimate rehasher of stuff. He's not a very creative filmmaker, if you ask me.
Yeah. As you said, like, even though there's like a sequel, pre-sequel, like sometimes it's boring when you see the same thing and when it's predictable of what will happen and stuff.
Yeah.
That will be kind of a turn off.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But
you can get away with it for so long, but when something becomes predictable,
But on the Josh Lucas, it's kind of different,
Yeah.
So it's like an eye-opening or something.
Well, that's going to wrap it up, guys. Happy Wednesday to you guys. We'll be back on Friday here with another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.